Good afternoon, teacher. Today we're going to present the interviews. The team is Pamela Beal, Ana Medina, and me, Joe Ramirez.
Okay, when my mom was studying the university, she went to Ciudad Obregón since she lived in San Luis. Every long break, she returned to see her family and she liked to travel at night. On one occasion, being an hour away from arriving at San Luis, they arrived at a point on the highway in the middle of the desert where they couldn't continue the trip because that night it had rained so much that a stream formed in the desert and blocked the road and neither cars nor trucks could cross it. Many people were crossing on foot and they were looking for new transport in which they could continue their trips. So she, being alone and scared, didn't know what to do. Her traveling companion approached her and said, Miss, if you want to cross, I go with you, and if you don't want, I'll stay as a company. So she decided to stay until the water flow went down. They returned in the same truck to the nearest town, where they waited for 5 hours to the stream to go down and finally continue with their trip. The trip was quite scary for her because she was alone at night.
The anecdote that I asked was to my mother, Annalisa. She told me that she and her 4 friends were going to a friend's graduation party. He was going to graduate from the degree. When they were arriving at the party, they were in several classrooms. They entered the first they saw and saw at a table that there were many people that didn't know, but they don't care, and they were still in there. The waiter asked they if they wanted something to drink, and after they brought the drink and some was here, and the entrance they supposed were entering after the moment they realized that they had entered a wedding and entered the wrong room. They all left sad and laughing after mistakes, and no one of the guests present had realized that they were not invited, and the party lasted about 1 hour, and they left the room and went to their bike with their friends.
The anecdote of my father, Sergio Saúl Ortiz Molina, is that when he left high school, his father left him the car to go with his friends. Then, when he passed them about 20 minutes after driving and talking with them, suddenly a truck ran through him and they crashed. My father was taken to a delegation and there they called his father to get him out of there. When they took him out of there, they scolded my father and punished him for like 3 months. He says that it was a great lesson for him. Thank you, teacher, for your attention. We love you so much.